Hey, what's up everybody? I just realized that this entire time I probably should have been introducing myself at the beginning of these videos. I am Joe, aka BloodNGutsMurfy. This is my YouTube channel and also my Twitch channel. I'm streaming this live on Twitch as I'm talking about this and doing these videos. I'm also chopping them up and putting them onto YouTube under my name, BloodNGutsMurfy, with an FY, not PH. Why? So, moving on. Or just beginning, because this is my first video. Worst bang for the buck, but who cares, because it's fucking good. This is a category that I was going to try to come up with, and as you can see, I didn't. I don't know what any of the stuff on the screen says here. I haven't read it yet, and I forgot what I wrote. Apparently I tried to come up with some games for this category, but it turns out most games are priced accordingly. If they were any good anyway, sure, I could find some full price games that are suck and don't worth it, blah 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 blah. That's funny reasoning there. So yeah, we're gonna skip that category because it's dumb. It shouldn't exist. Yep, this is another one that game that I bought and never even started. I was very excited to check out. All the games that I pulled for these lists are games that I played this year. There's 160 games that I played this year that I've been keeping track of since January of last year, which reminds me I could start my 2018 list because I played Battlefront 2 today. My first game of 2018, we're off to a fucking grand start with one of the worst games in recent memory. Cool. Alright. All games played. Number 1, 2018, Battlefront 2. Vomit. What a bummer. Alright. So anyway, biggest regret. Again, another category that I literally like stream of consciousness up these, categories. I never edited them. I never thought about what I would put in them. I just literally was at work one day, bored, and knew that I wanted to do this, so I just started spewing category ideas. And I didn't edit them. I just went ahead and tried to populate them. So here we are at biggest regret. Not sure what I was even thinking when I made up this category, but I did manage to come up with some answers. So, what's one of my biggest regrets? Waiting so long to play through the Stanley Parable and the Beginner's Guide. I do regret that. Those games were very good. I'm very happy, though, that I was not spoiled. I didn't get either of those two games spoiled, and they're very old, and I managed to make it that amount of time without having them ruined for me, so that is saying something. So that stays here. Buying Stardew Valley so many times. Yeah, I bought that game 3 times, and I've hated it every time. I don't hate it, but I don't like it, and I can't get into it, and I have a really hard time wrapping my head around the time mechanics and the farming and all of those things, so that was a regret. I spent a lot of money on a game that I never enjoyed. Same thing with this, trying to get into Binding of Isaac. I was like, clearly there's got to be something up with this game. People seem to like it. I bought it back when I just got my Switch, and it was one of the earlier games to come out on Switch, if not like there at launch. I think it might have been there at launch. So I bought it because that's what you do when you have a console and you want games for it. So I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I found out that it was a twin stick shooter. I was like, all right, I fucking play these all the time. And then it turns out that for me, it was like it only shoots in like the cardinal directions, I think. And then also it's just fucking terrible. I mean, to me, clearly it's not terrible to everybody because a lot of people like that game, but to me, biggest regret though. I mean, I was out like $15, but whatever. Never getting good at the keyboard and mouse. I couldn't play Battlegrounds. I do regret that, but I don't regret it that much. I just wish that, I didn't suck at using a keyboard and mouse, but I don't think that's in the cards for me. Which is weird. I play guitar. I'm a dexterous person, but it just never felt right. It's like I never tried. Thinking that I could figure out Black Desert Online. So I'm a sucker for a character creator, and that game is an incredible character creator. Kind of. It's actually not as deep as you would think, or at least I was sold, but I guess maybe it is now I'm thinking about it. But So I played this game. I think I created a couple different characters before I finally landed on somebody. I then began playing the game, and I was like, oh my god. I had a few things I just couldn't. I mean, it's a fucking MMO. It's not going to be something you can just hop into and just pick up and play, but for me, thinking that I could actually do it, I think I got it on sale, though, for like a couple bucks. So, not that bad of a regret, I guess. Plus, now I have a cool character creator I can just mess with all the time. Thinking that I'd have time to play Final Fantasy 12. True. I mean, I did buy the Final Fantasy 12 remake and remaster. Kind of a remake. They added some new stuff. You can fast forward. You can walk fast. But, yeah, I was like, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to play this game start to finish. Number one, I've already beaten that game. Back when it was on PlayStation 2. I bought a PlayStation 2 after I had sold mine, just so I can go back and play it. I did the same thing for Grand Theft Auto 5. I got rid of my PlayStation 3, toward the end of the cycle. And then 5 came out, Grand Theft Auto. So I bought the stupid-ass bundle for Grand Theft Auto 5 and the PlayStation 3. Never played any other game on that specific console. But, and I don't even like Grand Theft Auto 5. So anyway, whatever. Not a huge regret. I mean, I own Final Fantasy 12 now. I can always go back and play whenever I want. I do regret not sticking with Splatoon 2. I liked it a lot. I got sidetracked. I didn't advance as much as I would have liked. I'm sure the whole world is fucking great at it now. You know, the first one you had the benefit of, like, it was on Wii U, not a lot of people played it. So maybe not a lot of people were that well versed at it when it came to Switch. There's a lot of newbies, but they're not new anymore. They're fucking probably gonna tear my ass up if I try playing that game. So that stays there now. Another one, thinking that I'd figure out how Foxhole. Very complicated game that involves a lot of people and probably a lot of working together and stuff. Not a thing I do, but again, I don't regret buying it that much. I don't think I need that anymore. Figured it out. Not playing Hitman when all the content was coming out. Yes, you stay on the list with a bullet. Because I missed out on all the elusive targets. I wanted to be there when they dropped the episode, so I could. When you only have one episode, you can learn the fuck out of that map. You can learn the walking patterns. You can learn every little thing, every variation, and that's fun. And that was a good way to put that game out, and it benefited it in a really good way. But when I got it, I got like the Game of the Year edition. I just had everything unlocked in the beginning, and I missed all the elusive targets, and it was a bummer. Buying Gang Beasts on this is just funny. So I didn't realize that Gang Beasts was coming out for PlayStation 4 like the exact same time it came out on PC, and I have a fucking PlayStation VR helmet. I understand that Gang Beasts, isn't really that much of a VR game, but it is a fucking VR game, and I have a PlayStation VR, so I bought it for PC. And number one, I don't have any friends, especially on Steam. Number two, I could have just waited and bought it on PlayStation 4, which I do have friends who have PlayStations and know how to play it and might want to play it, and also would have been cool to have that content for my fucking VR, but bought it for fucking Steam instead. I think I might rebuy it for PlayStation, which will be another regret. It'll be on next year's list. But we need to fucking assign these fruits. Stanley Parable and Beginner's Guide is not a huge regret because I made it just fine. Didn't get them ruined for me. And here we go. I mean, this is it. We just got to figure out what order they're in. I think Hitman is number 1. Dropping off Splatoon 2 is number 2. Stardew so many times, 3. Honorable mention to shitty Binding of Isaac. It's not so bad. These are my biggest regrets in video games of 2017. I probably just forgot a bunch of stuff. I don't even recall when I actually populated this list. Or what I was thinking at the time. But whatever, I mean, that's right here, right now, at this moment in time. There you have it. My biggest video gaming regrets of 2017. Come back for more right here on my YouTube channel, BloodNGutsMurfy. Or you could be watching this archived on Twitch. I don't know how long Twitch keeps these for. I'm a Prime member, maybe forever. No. See you.